Hey guys, it's Ashley with 3R Sales and Service. Today we're taking a look at a 7x14 tandem axle enclosed trailer. This has a 7,000 pound axle rating on it. So the type of equipment we have in here today is two 3,500 PSI at 5.5 gallon a minute cold water pressure washers. You can move in a little bit closer. We'll go over how we have it all set up. I'm just going to step in for this one here. This particular customer is using this for mostly concrete restoration. So it is still for residential and maybe some commercial cleaning, but we don't have a soft wash system in here. So the two pressure washers, we've got them right up front. It's 3,500 PSI, 5.5 gallon per minute. They're both identical. They've got the GX630 engines, which have electric start. They've got hour meters. We've got the big General T-Series pumps on there. We have bleeder valves coming off of those pumps just to make it nice and easy to prime those pressure washers and get all of the air out of the line. That's what these valves are right here. We've got them set up on cool bypass. So when you're using your pressure washer, as soon as you let off the trigger, the water bypasses from the pump through the tank, and it just kind of makes that circulation so your pump doesn't get too hot. It's still circulating water. It's just got a lot of water in that 225 gallon tank to circulate so it won't overheat. Behind me, we've got a 20-inch stainless steel BE surface cleaner with some brackets and shelving that we kind of put in place in order to hold those upright and save some floor space. This customer needed some extra floor space for other equipment that they were going to be hauling for their application. We have a 22 gallon fuel tank for supplying both pressure washers. There's a fuel gauge up here so we can tell exactly how full that tank is, and then we've got an access door on the other side so that it can be easily accessed from the driver's side and fuel filling. A couple other things you'll see with the pressure washers as we move along the wall. We have the kind of the heat deflectors up there, so those are always spaced away from the wood so that it does not get the trailer too hot. But it's super important to make sure that we're getting all of the heat out of here, all of the fumes out of here, and this is the most efficient way. It's the safest way. You don't have to worry about touching a pipe or anything blowing on you while you're in and out during operation. So works out really nice. I'll go ahead and move around back and we'll take a look at everything else. More details about the trailer itself. This is like I said, a 7 foot wide, 14 foot long. The 14 foot doesn't actually include the V-nose on the front, so you get a little extra space up there, and it has a 6.5 foot interior on this one. We also have the protective flooring down here. Always nice whenever you have moisture inside in the trailers to make sure that it's protecting your trailer as long as possible. We've got 3 of the 18-inch Titan hose reels. There's 2 pressure washer reels, so primary, your second pressure washer, they both are holding 200 feet of hose. They can hold up to 450 feet of hose. And then at the bottom, we have our incoming garden hose. There's 200 feet of 3/4 inch hose on the bottom. That feeds the tank. And then once it gets inside the tank, it goes through a float valve. That float valve will shut off the water flow once the tank is full, and then continue to fill the tank once the water level in the tank starts to drop again. We've got high pressure ball valves on here just to make it easier to use with your surface cleaner so you can switch back and forth between your high pressure accessories without having to turn off your equipment. Behind the hose reels, we have another 20-inch surface cleaner. Again, wall mounted with that same kind of fabricating in order to keep it flush up against the wall. And then just the other side of our 225 gallon tank here. So we've got our incoming line coming in here, gets filtered before it goes into the tank. And then on the other side, we've got our 2 cool bypass lines. So other than that, we've got a little couple hooks over here to hold everything in place for the wands. So it turned out to be a very efficient build. This customer has plenty of space for additional materials that they need to carry. And if you guys have any questions on this build, feel free to give us a call. Thanks.